All right, so what I'm going to do here is just go through a problem on circle rotations. So this will kind of rely on your knowledge of circumference and just general traits of circles. All right, here's our problem. A wet bicycle tire leaves a trace of water on the floor. The tire has a radius of 30 centimeters, and the bicycle wheel makes 3 full rotations before stopping. How long is the trace of water left on the floor? All right, so I'm going to draw this out and sort of, work our way through it. There's my circle, and I know that it has a radius of 30 centimeters. Okay? Remember, our radius is just our distance from the center to one side, halfway across our circle. All right. And it asks us to find how long a trace of water will be along the ground if this rotates 3 full times. Now, when we hear that word rotation, what we really should be thinking is circumference, right? Think about what circumference is. It's our distance all the way around our circle one time. So if we know our circumference, we know how long one rotation will be. And if we know how long one rotation will be, if it's asking for 3 rotations, we can just multiply our circumference by 3. We're kind of taking rotational movement and we're changing it into linear movement. All right, so let's find our circumference first. We are dealing with radius, so I will give you the formula for circumference that relies on radius, which is 2 times pi times radius. And I know that the radius is 30, so we'll say 2 times pi times 30, or just 60 pi. That's our circumference. Now, our question does ask for us to round our answer to the nearest full centimeter. But for right now, while I'm doing all these calculations, it's going to be easier to leave things in terms of pi and then kind of round with pi at the very end of the question. All right. So I know that circumference right there is 60 pi centimeters. And I know that circumference is equal to 1 rotation of that, right? Because this is our tire. You could think about the same thing with DVDs. Works the same way. But I'm not just talking about 1 rotation. I'm talking about 3. So we're going to take 60 pi, multiply it by 3, and I get that 3 rotations are going to be equal to, let's see, 3 times 60, that's going to be 180 pi centimeters. But again, since our question is asking for us to round to the nearest centimeter, let's go ahead and do that. We'll do 180 times pi. And I get on my calculator anyway, rounded, I'll get 565.47 centimeters, rounded to the nearest centimeter, or ones place. That is going to be 565 centimeters.